everybody! I am so excited. I've been waiting for so long to make this video and I finally get to make it, and I'm sure you can tell by the title, but we're going to Disney and I can't wait. I am over the moon excited. So when are we going? We are going between Thanksgiving and Christmas. I won't give any exact dates for the video, but from working there a couple years ago and from doing a little bit of research, everybody likes to go for Thanksgiving and for Christmas because that's when kids and families are able to take time off. We thankfully are able to save up some vacation days and we're gonna go when it's a little bit slower, but we'll still get some Christmas. So I'm very excited about that. I was really hoping we would be able to go with the Christmas decorations up because that's my favorite time of year to go. And yeah, I think it's gonna be great. It shouldn't be too crowded. So, and even if it is, you know, there's only 2 of us and we're not doing it the way my family normally does, which is very planned out. We got to hit every single ride. We're just gonna enjoy ourselves and, you know, take it slow but have fun. The other reason we're going at that time is because it's actually the slow season for my job, so I definitely am not going to feel that guilty taking off as many days in a row as we are so that we can go and have a good time and a good vacation. So we're going to be going for a total of 6 days, 4 days in the middle, 1 day for each park, and then a travel day on either side. We definitely think we're going to be able to get everything done, especially because we're actually going to be flying in really early on the first day. So we're going to have basically the whole day to just relax and enjoy ourselves. And then we'll be leaving a little bit early on our last day, but it's plenty of time for us to have a very easy travel day back home. So I think it's going to work out really well. And where are we staying? We are going to be staying at All-Star Movies. I'm so excited. We actually stayed there when I was on my college program and Cody came to visit me. I really love it. It's a value resort, so it's not super expensive. And we did decide to splurge just a little bit and we're getting a preferred room. I really wanted to stay in one of the areas that's a little bit closer to the front because their theming's a little bit more fun too. So we'll probably be staying in either the Fantasia or the Toy Story area. I did request Toy Story, so fingers crossed. So the next part is actually something that's going to be a new experience for both Cody and me. We are going to be solely relying on Disney transportation. We are not going to get a rental car at all. Because we are staying on property, it kind of made a little bit more sense. Everything that we want to do is on property. So we figured, you know, that would be nice. We don't have to spend the money on a rental car and we can just enjoy ourselves, especially because the only park that I want to be at for opening is Magic Kingdom. Everything else we can definitely have a slow start to the day and I think it's going to work out really well. Okay, so dining. When I spoke to the vacation planner on the phone originally, she was able to make us a deal for the dining plan. It was just the very basic one. And so I said, you know what, we'll go ahead and sign up for it now while the deal is there. But if we decide not to do it, we can just pull it out. The one that we signed up for, it's 2 quick service meals and a snack every night that we're there. So it's 6 days, 5 nights. So we would have 2 quick service meals and a snack for 5. So what is that? That's 10 quick service meals each plus 5 snacks for the whole trip, which really isn't that bad. And I know a lot of people that do it and they really like the dining plan. One of Cody's coworkers actually said when he went with his kids, it was so nice because you can prepay, all your meals are paid for before you even go on vacation. And with his kids, it just made things so easy. With Cody and I though, I feel like it's a little bit different. I did look into pricing and basically for 2 people with the way that we eat, which would basically be the exact same as the dining plan, it comes out pretty even. So I think we're kind of leaning towards actually taking the dining plan out of our package. It gives us just that little bit more freedom and we kind of want to go and do 1 table service meal. Just, you know, just one nice meal because it is a vacation with just the 2 of us. So I think that's what we're leaning towards right now, but we do have it in our package currently just in case. So how early out did we book our vacation? Well, we've been talking about this trip for a long time. One of the things that I've talked with Cody is I really wanted to do one big trip to Disney before we have kids, because I know that once we start having a family, we're probably not going to be able to go for a little bit. So I was like, you know what, I just want to go one more time before we start that. So this has been a trip that we've been talking about for a really long time. Since I would say before Christmas of 2016, I've kind of had about 3 dates in mind. We knew the off season that we wanted to go during was the fall/winter. So I had an October, a November, and a December, at least one weekend in each month. So we've kind of had an idea of roughly when we were going to go. Around the beginning of March, though, I was looking for the deals, and there weren't really a whole lot popping up at that time. So I decided to give Disney a call. I wanted to find out a little bit more about the dining plan, find out if that was something that we would be interested in. So around March 13th, I called and tried to get some information, and she mentioned that certain hotels were starting to book up. So Cody and I took a look at the airlines, and the airlines were actually booking up too, especially the flights that we wanted, which for the day that we fly out, we really wanted an early flight so we could spend the rest of the day just hanging out and having an easy day. So we decided on the 14th, the very next day, we decided, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and book. And we did. So this is actually my first time getting to plan my own Disney trip. Technically, I did get to plan the one when Cody came and visited me on my college program, but I was already there and it was really easy. We weren't planning on, doing the whole thing, looking at a full package. So one of the things that I found out that I really like is that Disney requires you to pay off your full balance about a month before your vacation. I love this because it means we're not going to have to pay off the whole vacation by the time we go on vacation. We're not going to have a huge bill all of a sudden. So what Cody and I are planning to do, we've divided up the balance. We're going to be paying off a little bit each month. And then by the time we go on our vacation, everything is going to be paid off except for any souvenirs we want to get and possibly dining, depending on whether or not we do the dining plan. So I am really excited about that. I think that's great and makes things a lot easier and actually a little bit more affordable because you're not having to pay off the whole balance at once. And just in case you didn't know, Disney does require a $200 deposit right off the bat, which wasn't that bad for us. We did end up buying the plane tickets and putting down that deposit all at once. So we did have a little bit of money right off the bat that we had to pay off, but otherwise we get to divide it all up, and that's going to be really nice. Now, one of the things that I wanted to do was I wanted to order the Disney planning DVD or video. My family used to order them before our vacations, and when I left Disney in 2013 from my college program, I started ordering them yearly so that I would get to collect the planning DVDs because it's just something fun. They don't have those anymore. At the very least, they don't send them to you, which is, as somebody who's been collecting them, is a little bit disappointing. But they do have a lot of planning videos up on their website and also their YouTube page, so you can watch the sections of the video that you would normally have just up on the internet. Now, what's happening while we're there? I am really excited about this because we're going at a pretty good time. We do have to plan around Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. That's not something that Cody and I want to go to. It also costs about 90 something extra per person. And it's just, a couple hours. Basically the park closes around 6 or 7, maybe even 5. I can't remember the exact time, and maybe that's changed, but the park closes for normal guests at that point. And the party guests get to be there for the rest of the night. And they do have a special parade and special things going on, but that's just not something we're interested in. I actually prefer the Halloween party, so if we ever go during Halloween, I'm definitely going to want to go to that. But no big, we're just gonna have to plan around it. We are gonna be there towards the end of the week, beginning of the next week, and basically that's when all the parties are. So there's about 2 days that we're gonna be able to fit in Magic Kingdom where we can be there the whole day as a normal park guest. Not a big deal, just something we have to keep in mind. There's also going to be the new Pandora area. Now, I'm really excited about this. It does open in May, but it'll be something new for both Cody and I when we go there. I am really excited about this land. I know a lot of Disney fans are kind of on the fence about it. I guess the way that I view it is I thought the effects in Avatar were really, really well done, and they were very creative and inspiring. And the story was awful. So what I think is really cool is that the creative part is what Disney's done. I know a lot of people are just like, oh, it was just a fad, but there are some really cool things in there that I think are gonna make a very fantastical land. And I'm very, very excited to try those out. There's also a lot of new Animal Kingdom stuff. There's the Rivers of Light show, which I've heard is pretty good, but I'm excited to be at Animal Kingdom at night. They have a nighttime trek for the Kilimanjaro safaris. That's going to be really fun. And it's just going to be nice to see Animal Kingdom at a different time and see the new things that they're starting to put into that park. Now, the sad one for me is Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios right now is going through a lot of construction. There's a lot of really good things that are gone. One of the YouTubers I watched actually went into Hollywood Studios one morning and was done with the park in about an hour and a half. Now, he didn't really get fast passes because he just decided to go one day, but it is kind of sad to see that there are a lot of things that are gone. I'm definitely going to miss the backlot tour. I'm going to miss the Lights, Camera, Action show. There's a lot of things that it's sad that they're gone. So there is going to be a lot of construction at Hollywood Studios while we're there, and I'm sure the lines are going to be insane for everything else, basically everything else. But I am excited for a couple reasons, because we are going right before episode 8 comes out. And as a huge Star Wars nerd, I really hope they start implementing some things into the parks when we go for episode 8. Obviously nothing spoilery, but some of the new stuff would be really cool. I know when episode 7 came out, they started rolling out a lot of new Star Wars things, and so fingers crossed we're gonna see some of that. Either way, there are a lot of Star Wars things now in the park. I know they've updated Star Tours, or at least I'm pretty sure they've updated Star Tours for Jakku, or at least one of the other locations in episode 7. And I know they've redone the animation studio, which, as much as I'm gonna miss it, I really can't wait to check out the launch bay, which is where all the Star Wars stuff is. You can also meet Chewbacca and Kylo Ren right now, and from what I've seen, they've started rolling out a BB-8 that you can say hi to. He's kind of like up on a pedestal that you like can pose with for pictures, and Rey should be coming around the parks. So I am really excited. I'm hoping that all is there for us when we go, and possibly some new stuff. I know they also have the fireworks show that's Star Wars, and a bunch of Star Wars shows. So even if we're not going to be doing a bunch of rides there, I think it's going to be a very fun, nerdy day for me and Cody. Fingers crossed though, maybe some of the construction will start to disappear by the time we go. Obviously no promises, but that's okay. The other thing that's really exciting for me is that when I was working at Magic Kingdom, they opened up New Fantasyland. And the only part of New Fantasyland that I haven't gotten to try is the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and I can't wait. I am so excited to finally try that ride out. That one and the new Pandora rides. I can't express how excited I am to get to try those out. But that's our initial Disney planning vacation video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and know a little bit more about our vacation and what we're looking forward to and what we're gonna see when we're there. I'll probably kind of keep updating with this, and I cannot wait. I am so excited to go back. I'm sure, as you can tell, I love my Disney and I've missed it. By the time we go back, it'll be about 5 years since I've been there. So I am very, very, very much looking forward to it, and I can't wait. So until the next one, have a magical day.